Here's the 75 now, your Los Angeles Lakers. At the power forward position, at 6'6", number 14, Stanley Johnson. At guard, 6'5", number 15, Austin Reeves. At guard, 6'3", number 0, Russell Westbrook. The man in the middle, 6 feet 10 inches, number 3, A.D. Anthony Davis. At forward, 6'9", number 6, LeBron James. The head coach of your home team. Another round of applause for your Los Angeles Lakers.
Hello and welcome to Saturday night with the NBA on 2K Sports. An exciting game on the way. I'm Brian Anderson. Alongside Clark Kellogg and Grant Hill, Allie LaForce is our reporter. Looking at the starting five for the Dallas Mavericks. Doncic and Hardaway Jr. man the backcourt. Finney-Smith plays the 4 with Wood at center. And it's Bullock in at the small forward position. And for Los Angeles, Johnson is out there with LeBron James. Then there's Russell Westbrook. Then it's Anthony Davis. And it's Reeves in at the 2 spot. And Grant, we've got 2 teams here that don't need to rely solely on their starters. They've got a lot of firepower coming off the bench.
Yeah, I mean, a lot of talent on display for both sides. And that depth makes each team more unpredictable on offense. Both sides have a number of guys who can step up on any given night.
He gets it in there.
You know, it's not only his size and strength and athleticism, but Davis's timing is so special. That's why he boards it so well.
Now here's Hardaway. Back to Doncic. Here's Bullock. Here's Wood. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window.
Wood taking good advantage of his size and his height, getting him a look at the hoop right there.
And that streaking rack attack is the Mobile One drive.
Yeah, aggressive take there to get inside. They're looking to make things happen to try and take control of this game.
And that one's good. Davis.
Starting to find his rhythm. He's cooking, and he knows it.
And you know what? They're going to keep using him. I mean, he'll be the centerpiece of their offense today. You can bank on that.
And we've heard LeBron James say he's obsessed with win or bust. And this Lakers franchise certainly has that same approach. But aside from their 2020 title, there's been a lot of frustration. Now, can he and the Lakers get back where they expect to be?
About a minute into this first quarter. Wood finds Doncic. And he lobs it up to the rim. And Wood with the stuff.
Wood flying up to slam down the alley-oop emphatically.
For Los Angeles, they've gone 2 of 3 from the floor. Outside Davis. And the bucket is good. Davis has got his 3rd bucket of the night.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Well, this early, they should be showing a lot more energy on defense. It's not there.
Davis has gone 3 for 3 from the floor. Doncic passes to Wood. Here's Bullock. Check by James. Here's Hardaway. Clock at 6. And Reeves pulls it down. The Lakers have gone 3 of 4. Off to a nice start. Here's James. Count the bucket. Coming off a perfectly placed pass.
Boy, we know what a skilled passer Westbrook is, but you still got to appreciate that dime there. Very impressive.
And about 2 minutes into the first quarter here. Outside Hardaway. Back to Doncic.
2 minutes remain in the first. 2 minutes.
Outside Hardaway. He shoots it. Davis with a rebound.
And even with the miss, that's a high percentage shot for him.
Here's James. Mavericks with a rebound. Well, if you're just tuning in, we've played about 2.5 minutes here in the first.
Hey, I know he makes a lot of threes, but he is not just a shooter. Finney-Smith will throw it down on you if you're not careful.
Right side, Davis. James outside for three. Westbrook pure from three-point range.
Hey, good to get him going right away. I mean, those are the shots that really boost confidence.
Perhaps he's set for a big night. I mean, he can be a difference maker for him when he's on his game.
Here's Doncic. Excellent D there from Davis.
Man, I can't believe he blew that gimme, guys. Well, I know he's frustrated about that.
His energy is unmatched.
And, you know, you're going to get those buckets, guys, when you're quick to get out on the break. Get that ball up the court as fast as you can.
And the Mavericks call time here.
Tell you what, the Mavericks are so good in the half court. It helps that Luka is virtually unstoppable in most of the sets they run. The team feels very comfortable playing a slowdown type of game.
Horton Tucker, he's checked in for Los Angeles. Walker comes in for Reeves. Powell, he's checked in for Dallas. Dinwiddie comes in for Hardaway. Here's Wood. And Wood with the stuff.
Really good pass from Finney-Smith. He understands that you can't squeeze that orange if you got somebody ready to catch and shoot.
Pass to James. Now here's Davis. Guarded by Wood. Kicks it out to Westbrook. Now here's Walker. The three ball. Powell pulls it in. 27 seconds left in the first quarter here. Finney-Smith with it. He's picked up by Westbrook. And it's the Lakers on the break. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
What a great effort that time by Davis. Just never gave up on it. Worked through tough defense and still found a way to get it up and down.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Lakers, Anthony Davis. One shot.
One shot. "17 seconds left to play in the first quarter. 18 feet out, and good as it takes a nice bounce off the right iron and down.
Well, you know, Doncic, with his combined package of skill and confidence, that pull-up jumper is a real weapon for him.
And that one's good. James.
Watch out now. When this guy gets into a rhythm, it is something to behold.
Offense is coming free and easy as we wrap up the first. The Lakers on top, up 8. Quarter number 2 coming up right after this break. Don't go anywhere.
10. Let's hear it for the most legendary dance team on the planet.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we played through one quarter of action so far. Taking a look at the Lakers' performance here, guys. What are your thoughts?
You can really see the strategy coming in. Get the ball into the painted area.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
On the court for Dallas here in the second. Heading the backcourt, it'll be Doncic and Dinwiddie. Dwight Powell out there with Christian Wood. And it's Finney-Smith in at the 3 slot. James passes to Walker. Over to the wing. Pass to Davis. That's good. And so Westbrook with the assist. Davis has got 11 points. The officials have been a little stingier with the whistle recently. Clark, do you think fewer fouls called is good for the game?
I like to see the game played with a certain amount of flow. So you got to give some latitude to the physicality, and I am in favor of fewer fouls being called. The officials do a good job, I think, of judging advantage, disadvantage, and it's much more appealing to the fans when the game flows more fluid.
Wood outside. Shoots over Bryant. And there's a whistle. He'll head to the line to shoot two. It's going to be on Thomas Bryant.
Perhaps the biggest surprise in the league last year, the Lakers missing the playoffs. Before the season, lots of people had them winning it all.
And a disappointing 2021-22 season for the Lakers, Clark. What went wrong?
Well, they just couldn't stay healthy, B.A., and we know that's such a critical component when you're talking about trying to win it all. I mean, you got to be healthy. Injuries to LeBron and A.D., they missed a combined 78 games. You're not winning anything when your top players don't play at least 80% of your game. You're not going to, it's not happening. That's almost a full season missed between those two guys. And so when you're older, sometimes the injury bugaboo can jump up and bite you, and it sure got the Lakers last season.
And the Mavericks making a change here. Kleber's checked in. And so he makes both from the line.
Really hard not to appreciate a steady big guy like Christian Wood. I mean, he knows his role out on the floor, doesn't try to do things he can't, and really gives it his complete effort and focus. I love that.
Where's the rim protection? That's just too easy for him.
Second quarter of basketball, about a minute played so far. Outside Finney-Smith. Now here's Doncic. And the foul on Anthony Davis. That's his first foul of the game. Hardaway's checked in for Dinwiddie.
Third team foul. Checking in for the Mavericks, Tim Hardaway Jr.
Doncic passes to Kleber. Now Hardaway shoots over Walker. Hardaway, no good. And Anthony Davis on the NBA's top 75 list. Grant, do you think that was a controversial selection?
Well, I mean, it was mostly due to how young Davis still is. You can't argue with the all-NBA selection and numbers. And, of course, being a recent champion may have put him over the top.
The Mavericks trailing. Here's Finney-Smith. That one falls. Great setup by Doncic.
When you play with Luka now, Doncic, he's ready to find you if you're open, so you've got to be ready to receive.
Bryant, the pass to Davis. He gets it. He's 7 for 8 and really going at him out there.
And once more this half, they find a way to get great position inside.
Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far.
2 minutes remaining in the first
Outside
half.
Hardaway.
2 minutes.
Pass to Finney-Smith. And he lays it up and in. Finney-Smith's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, you know, guys, we know Hardaway can score, but when he makes these passes, it makes him a lot more dangerous.
Going all in. That was the 2K drive. Well worth a second look.
Yeah, they're trying to close this gap. Always a good option to probe the paint and see if you can get an easy one inside.
Bryant. The basket drops, and he gets fouled on the shot. One free throw coming his way.
Oh, what tremendous focus to absorb the contact and find a way there to finish.
I like to call that stick-to-itiveness, getting everything he possibly could out of that play.
Horton Tucker, he's checked in for the Lakers.
At the line for one.
Free throw no good for Bryant.
You know, there was a time years ago when the Mavericks were one of the NBA's shakiest teams. Now they're one of its proudest franchises.
Doncic, no good. The Lakers in the lead. To the paint. Shoots a fadeaway. It's hauled in by Luka Doncic. The Mavericks have gone 3 of 5 since the beginning of the second. And he's gone for the lob. And Wood with the stuff.
Well, we talk about it all the time. Hard work pays off, and Wood works extremely hard to fight for the finish and want it there.
The Lakers call timeout. And you can attribute the Mavs' rise to stable ownership. It's very savvy front office moves.
Yeah, so true, B.A. They've made some great decisions in the draft, for sure. They've been able to find cornerstone players and build solid rosters around them.
Bertans checked in for the Mavericks. Now here's Walker. Still getting warmed up offensively. No buckets yet in the game from him. There's 53 seconds left in the second period. Finney-Smith's shot is off.
The shooter thought he had enough space, but the defender was right on him.
You know, that's a trademark of his defense. Quick to react, close down the shooter, and then affect the shot.
Woo! Defensively, you can't afford to let him get to the rim that easily.
Well, that might be why their deficit is what it is right now.
You know, you look at it, the communication is lacking, as is the trust. They can ill afford those types of breakdowns. It won't work. You can't win with those kind of breakdowns.
Here's Hardaway following the score by the Lakers. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Wood. James is checked in for Los Angeles. And Dallas with a change here too. Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Hardaway. .23 seconds left in the second. Here's James. The Lakers with another miss. For Dallas, they've gone 4 for 7 in the second quarter. Here's Dinwiddie. There's the drive.
And what an aggressive move to the rim. He's really trying to fire up his teammates right now.
Boy, it's not hard to feel inspired after a teammate makes that kind of finish.
You know, when you're looking to close the gap, you need guys who will take it upon themselves to step up, take the initiative, and make something happen.
And so it's Los Angeles, leading by 6 as we wrap up the quarter. What has them in front right now, by and large, they're taking great shots. And more NBA action on 2K Sports coming your way right after this.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey everybody, good to see you back here on our halftime show. Well, actually, we can't see you, but you can see us, but you get it. Ernie Johnson, Kenny the Jet Smith, and Shaquille O'Neal. You're watching the NBA on 2K Sports. A tremendous game we're seeing from Anthony Davis. He ended up with 15 points, 4 rebounds, and 2 assists. When does this guy cool off? I mean, he's been stringing together multiple monster games lately. And let's get your thoughts, Kenny, on the Lakers.
Well, if you compare the assist numbers, you can see who's been the superior team. And they're playing a much better brand of basketball. That bodes well for the rest of the game.
And Shaq, what did you see from Dallas?
Hard to feel happy when your opponent's shooting over 60%. You're going to have to make things harder for those guys defensively. Force them out their comfort zone. Contest every shot.
And that'll about do it as we get ready for the second half. Let's take it down to Kevin Harlan.
Shout out to my man Joel.
Joel, what up?
And if you're just joining us, we played through the first half in a game that's been fairly even so far. A fantastic game from Anthony Davis in this one.
Yeah, they've done an amazing job of creating room to operate for him. And then, of course, executing.
And you know what? It helped that they had a few guys with very hot hands on the perimeter, too.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard. We've got Davis, LeBron James out there with Johnson. Then there's Russell Westbrook, and it's Reeves in at the shooting guard position. That's the Laker 5.
First team foul.
The Lakers on D. 6-point game. And there's the lob. And Wood with the stuff.
How about Wood, boy? He can hurt you a lot of different ways, and he's on fire tonight.
And just one of the most impressive titles in league history, guys. The 2020 Lakers winning it all in the Orlando bubble. A testament to LeBron James and that team.
Now here's Doncic. Here's the 3. And Russell Westbrook pulls it down. James passes to Davis. And finished off by Davis.
Yeah, you know, LeBron is already top 10 in career assists, okay? And he's also continuing to rack up the dimes and climbing just about every all-time chart there is in the NBA.
You know, that 2020 bubble title for the Lakers, what made it so difficult?
You know, B.A., the mental grind of all that time in the bubble. 3 months in the same place. NBA players are used to being in 4 cities in a week. So it really was a different kind of challenge for them.
Time now to hear from our reporter, Allie LaForce.
Thanks a lot, Brian. Well, Luka Doncic, an all-star for the second season, and every year he's one of the favorites for MVP. But Luka says, quote, "I still haven't won anything, so I've got a long way to go." Brian, if you didn't catch it, team success is the metric. He says the key is to win a championship.
Well, it certainly gives him a chance to do just that, Allie. Thank you.
That's an example of a guy who has really figured out his game. Wood imposing his will at the rim.
Back to Davis. Over Wood. Davis can't hit. Dallas has gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the third. It's going to be on LeBron James. That's foul number 2 for him. And the Mavericks with some changes. McGee, he's checked in for Wood. And it's Powell in for Finney Smith.
Substitution, JaVale McGee. Dwight Powell.
And the Mavericks with possession here. They trail by 6. Pass to Bullock. Back to Doncic. Here's Bullock. The 3 is up. They get the rebound. McGee. And McGee with the stuff.
Boy, for a 7-footer, he's got really good bounce, does JaVale McGee, and doing a nice job working on the glass there.
Johnson with a bucket. Johnson's got his first 2 points of the night.
Keeping pace here. That's an excellent move inside.
Pass to Bullock. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws.
And you look at the intangibles of Luka Doncic. He has some of the best court awareness in the league, and that shows up most with his passing and body control.
And the way Doncic can feel the defenders around him speaks to his great court sense, Grant.
No question. And the elite footwork he has makes the most of it. I mean, one of the best at shielding defenders with his body. It's really how he can navigate through a defense with ease.
That's good from Doncic.
Luka Doncic is a superstar in this league, and he continues to build on what is going to be some kind of resume when it's all said and done. Has every tool that you need to have to be an MVP one day.
Dinwiddie, he's checked in for Hardaway. Doncic hits them both. And this Mavericks team, Grant, they are loaded up on shooters who can hurt you from outside.
And that's the way they should be built. Force teams to spread out and give Luka space. And when the Mavs get hot from outside, they are dangerous.
Boom! LeBron. He's still got major bounce and force on the fly.
Dinwiddie outside. Oh, what a nice defensive play to disrupt the lob. Inside. And he goes in for the dunk.
And that's what happens when you don't take care of the ball.
Hey, that makes the turnover hurt even more.
What? You mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas. I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more.
And so it's Dallas with it, following the score by the Lakers. Back to Dinwiddie. Launches a 3. Dallas no good that time either. The Lakers have gotten 5 of 7 attempts in the third quarter. To the middle. Here's Bryant. And then Bryant with the dunk.
And breaking out the one-hand slam.
Man, an emphatic way to extend the lead a little more.
Yes, indeedy. Well done.
Pass to Bullock. Just under 3.5 minutes played here in the third quarter. Powell passes to McGee. Over James. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair.
Well, you look at McGee and the career resurgence he's undergone, guys, outstanding. I mean, when he's been in the right situation, he's been very effective.
And he makes a first. Ntilikina, he's checked in for the Mavericks. Both free throws good for McGee. The Lakers with the ball. 8-second difference between the shot clock and game clock. Pass to Bryant. McGee with a steal. Back to Dinwiddie. McGee against Bryant. Here's Bullock. Fades back. Oh, and Bryant with a block. And they're running. Here's James. Oh, and the buzzer beater is good.
Makes his selection just in time. Well done.
What was really impressive there, though, guys, was that he could have rushed it and panicked it, yet he kept his cool and splashed it.
And so it's Los Angeles earning this break in the action, up 10. Their key to consistency has been their dominance in the paint. They've been the more physical team. More 2K action in just a moment. And let's take this opportunity to show you our State Farm assist of the game.
And from the two-guard spot, an unselfish play like this sets a fantastic tone.
That's right. I mean, that's not his primary duty, but when the situation calls for it, he can do it and does it well.
And this is it. Glad to have you along for this fourth quarter. And for Los Angeles, they're shooting 67% for the game. Just outstanding. On the court right now for the Mavericks. Hardaway Jr. and Finney Smith, they're out there on the perimeter. JaVale McGee out there with Maxi Kleber. And it's Ntilikina in at the 1. Now here's Finney Smith. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Ntilikina. No good there. Johnson with the defensive effort. Down low. Davis, the pass to James. That one falls. And the Lakers lead by 14.
Yeah, you know, LeBron's mental strength is just so focused that nothing much phases him. He stays locked in.
Here's Ntilikina, pounded by Westbrook. And here's Finney Smith. Outside Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Stolen by Davis. Fast break. Here come the Lakers. And the basket by Horton Tucker. Horton Tucker's got his first points of the night. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Lakers.
Well, their D has been a major story tonight. I mean, those steals and putting pressure on the ball, clogging the passing lanes, impressive.
And I love the fact they kept the pressure on, really pushing that ball, running it up the floor. I love seeing that. A team staying aggressive even when they're playing well.
Ntilikina misses.
More often than not, he'll cash it in from that area. The defense might have done just enough to bother him.
And the Lakers making a change here. Reeves is checked in. Christian Wood is checked in for Dallas. Luka Doncic comes in for Ntilikina. Dallas calls timeout. And for the Lakers, Clark, the last decade, they haven't been as impressive.
Well, you know, B.A., there's a reason for that. They've missed more playoff games for the last decade than the franchise's entire existence. And a lot of it has been due to injuries. There's no lack of talent. LeBron took on the challenge, bringing a championship in the 19 and 20 season, but last year did not turn out as they were expecting, and a big part of it was injuries and really trying to adjust to new personnel. Offensively, there's nothing Doncic can't do. I mean, consistency with the three ball being one of the few things left that he has to refine.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Yeah, I love the fact he doesn't play the score. He just keeps coming, attack mode. He doesn't know how to step off the gas pedal.
Outside Bertans. Pass to Hardaway.
2 minutes remaining in this ball game. 2 minutes. Lakers foul.
The Mavericks making a switch here. Bullock's checked in.
That's his first personal foul. First team foul.
And the fans love seeing incredible moments on defense like that block.
Reads the play well there and gets himself in the air at just the right time. Terrific denial.
it's the Mavericks with the ball. 15-point game. And it's in after a nice bounce off the right iron. Bullock's got his first points of the game. The Lakers have got all 4 shots to go in this final quarter. Here's Westbrook. That one drops for him. And the Lakers lead by 15.
Just by nature of his style, Westbrook is going to draw contact, so he's got to be strong enough and focused enough to play through it. And he is and does.
The Mavericks have gotten half of their attempts to fall in the fourth. 2 for 4 now. Baseline jumper. Wood misses. The Lakers have gotten off to a perfect 5 for 5 so far in the fourth. Here's Reeves. And that one comes off the assist by Westbrook. Westbrook's got 3 assists in the game.
And the distance between the point totals for these teams tells the whole story. Just a fantastic effort, and you have to give it up for the Lakers.
It was stop and go for them along the way, but they finally seized full control of this game.
BA, the scoreboard definitely doesn't tell the whole story. They were able to pull things together when things got tough, and of course, they closed strong.
And what a huge performance it was for Anthony Davis.
Boy, this game really had his name all over it. I mean, he relished being the guy to carry the load offensively.
And so it's Dallas with it, trailing by 19.
Los Angeles foul. Russell Westbrook. His 4th personal foul, 2nd team foul. At the line for the Mavericks, Luka Doncic. At the line for 2.
That's good from Doncic. After 13 seasons with Rick Carlisle in charge, the Mavs changed their head coach in 2021, Clark.
Hiring Jason Kidd, BA, and he was a member of that 2011 title team. That was a lot of fun to watch. We saw Dallas dedicated to the defensive end under Jason Kidd's leadership. A new voice brought new energy and a refocus, and we'll see if that can be sustained going forward.
Boy, you love how guys are making plays for one another here.
Yeah, just a balanced attack, a total team effort.
Outstanding distribution there. I mean, what impressive passing ability.
Mavericks shooting a solid 47%. Doncic passes to Bertans. Back to Green. Pass to Doncic. 6 to shoot. And that one's good. And Green with the assist.
You know, Luka's one of those players where the mid-range shot is really a weapon for him, not just an afterthought. I mean, he is lights out from that distance.
Bryant finds James. Up and in on the layup. And the Lakers lead by 19.
Stepping up and nailing an important shot to put this away.
And, you know, this run shows what kind of attitude this team has. I mean, the win is there. Go get it.
Here's Doncic. The Lakers getting their last shot to go.
Boy, a superb shot block. LeBron continues to add to his highlight reel of impressive rejection.
And slam dunk by James.
Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
And I think they can start that celebration right now. I mean, what a terrific team victory.
Bertans for 3. Offensive rebound, Mavericks. Out to the right wing. Doncic up top. So we see the Lakers taking the W here. Well, this might not have been the most competitive game we've ever seen, but you've got to appreciate their masterful performance.
And I'm sure their fans appreciated it too. We saw the outstanding defense and a loaded offensive effort. They were just dominant out there.
All right, let's go courtside to Allie LaForce with our player of the game. Allie, it's all yours.
All right, guys, LeBron, a superstar matchup tonight. What goes through your mind when you're facing that kind of a challenge?
You know, for me, it's never about an individual challenge or an individual game. It's about the team. Now, you do take the challenge anytime you're going against anybody, but you also got to have your mind in the game, too, and not make it personal. So taking the challenge, making sure your mind is in the right frame, and just trying to make plays for your teammates to be successful.
Thanks, LeBron. Back to you.
Thanks, Allie. Great interview once again. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. For Clark Kellogg, Grant Hill, and Allie LaForce, this is Brian Anderson. Thank you for watching. We'll see you next time. Have a great evening.